So we want to adjust our avatar here because the resolution on the side of the hood is not good. It's very low. Same here, we're getting some distortion. So I'm going to review our UV maps on the low poly version we have. Get my socks. And we'll sit down. Oh, interesting. So low poly. All right, that means that in order to update this, I need to delete this one, take this one, duplicate it. And then now that I have duplicate, so this one goes to our low poly. Then we go to the rig. Give it our animation again. Which opens up the math. Good. Then we can go to UV editing. We're going to give our material an actual image, the UV image. And this shows us that we have stretch in here because we want the density of squares here to be the same. This is way stretched. This is the density we're looking for. Also, we see stretching here. I think that for all of these, we need to redo some stuff. So first, yeah, we can just do the whole thing. Because I need to readjust the fingers as well. Definitely the toes too. So invert, unpin, unwrap. Okay. Still getting quite a bit of stretching in the shoulder, which would be this here. Oh yeah, interesting. Much better. Okay. Then for our fingers, all of them. Shit. Shit. That's fine, actually. Better. Do the same on the other hand. Still quite a bit of stretching here on the front knuckle. Which would be this area right in here. A little bit more surgery is required. What we're going to do is put our cursor here and then take the knuckle, move it down. This one goes there. Take this, pin it, distribute it. Then we take this section, scooch it over, distribute it, and distribute it. Unpin this. Dang. Do I just have to redo the whole arm? Can't. No, there's got to be a simpler way. So that is better there. Let's back up a little ways. Start here. Fell asleep, didn't eat yet, but now I'm not allowed to eat anymore, I guess, right? No food for you. Okay. All right. We'll have to live with that one. Wow. No good. Does edge not line up? What? Bullshit. It should line up. Hello, Areku. Welcome. Hmm. No. Unpin that. Mind that, but it looks a little wobbly. So we'll undo the distribution on the sides. We do want to make sure that they're actually lined up, though. Which they should have been. So something about how I apply the mirror, or I have to double check my base template because I assumed that these would line up evenly, but they have not. So there are some unknowns to my workflow right now. Things that I didn't expect to happen. Now I have to do the same here. Oh, oh God, Blender. Welcome back, G Quarky. Welcome. There we go. That took so long. That took so long for it to go. Should not be taking that long. This is the back we're fixing up now. Same person? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, put the cursor there. 0.6. Distribute. And bam, distribute. So this is a UV map. It's the process of getting the model. You kind of lay the model out flat, and that's how you get a texture on it, how you actually add texture to things on a 3D model. So you have your 3D version, and then you have a 2D version in order to taste things. Hello, Withered. Welcome. It's been a while. Welcome, welcome. And these aren't lined up either. What the heck? What the heck? They should be lined up perfectly. So there's got to be something about when I applied the multi-res that broke things, because generally these edges look a lot cleaner. But they do not today. They do not today. Am I late? Always just use tutorials, haha. Oops. I've certainly done my fair share of tutorials. Waited like 1 hour and 30 to come back. No, you're not late. I just got on. I caused the misalignment. How dare you? This one should be lined up. I should be looking at this one. This is the one we're actually lining up. What is going on? These should be perfectly lined up. There we go. Now it's perfect. Still trying to figure out how to pumpkin rig. Is that, I've heard mentioned that. Is that a tool of some sort? I haven't messed around with it at all. It also just looks very misaligned in general. There, that works. That works. Laziness. Efficiency. Efficiency! There we go. All right. So now what we're missing is the toe. The toes. Them thighs. The model's a pumpkin, and I'm trying to get it to work in Unity with shape keys, but I still have no idea what I'm doing. Gotcha. That's exciting. A little pumpkin guy. A little pumpkin. Oh. Drunk Dragon. Hey, welcome, Era. Hello. Thanks for the sub. The resub. You need some decor badly. Well, it turns out I'm moving again within this next 2 weeks, so we're just chilling. Why is there a monkey head I found in Unity? You might be in Blender if that's the case. Say hello to Suzanne. Yeah, yeah. It's okay though. It'll work out. I just plans changed. Okay, so we're still not set up with the hood. The hood here still needs a lot of work. I mean Blender. Yeah, you can have your default creature be a little monkey. Why don't I have access to these? Also, hello, YouTube. Why? Oh, why? All right, so we have the high poly rig now. When I open everything up, well, that explains the face thing. When I open up, we get this. Some of these things are going to mirror themselves, like the horn and the teeth. but we need more resolution here. So what I'm thinking is that some of these objects I will remove from the body texture. All right, gonna dip. Work been a crazy. So good luck, and you can read that as gaily as you wish. I read it as crazy taxi. But enjoy your day, Era. Hope you're doing well. Definitely wishing you well with work. And we'll catch you later. Crazy. Crazy. Say. I read that as gay as one can read. The gayest reading known to man. Yeah, the jewelry. We're going to give the tail. We're going to move to the tail. I mean, that's fine. We can move the tongue down right here. Okay, move it right there. Perfect. Then we can fit this here. Take the teeth, rotate. There's not really anything I'm going to be able to do that's going to save me the space that I need. Oh, there we go. We can actually put more stuff down here. Let's take the teeth. Those will just go right here. Perfect. Done. Then these can get rotated. We'll move them out for a second. We got the horn right here. I forget what these are. Okay. Now the goal here with the head is to get more resolution on the head. Shrink it in just a little. And then take this part, hit O, Y. And we'll do linear. That didn't help. Okay, we'll go the other way. We'll take this section and just move it down. Like this. What the hell? I don't even know what you're doing. It makes no sense. This will be... I wonder what avatar I'm on. I've made many avatars. Many avatars. Well over 100 at this point. Keep it on the background. Okay, sounds good. All right. So I think here's what we do. We cut this section of the face off right here. So that would leave us this section right here. How long have we been doing this? I've been working full time making VR chat avatars for about 4 years now. Damn. Damn. Screen froze for a second. Oh, and Blender froze. I should save. I should save. Or maybe we cut the hood off like this. Because now what? Now what? Because now what do I do? What do I do? This should be enough. Welcome back. Well, thank you, Ray. Same to you. Welcome back. It's still stretching too much. It is still stretching too much. Okay. We got to get a little bit more scientific with this. It's funny. I just made them do the exact same thing here. Okay, here's what we do. We're going to cut the backs of this so it can extrude out, unfold outwards, and then pull out tension in the middle. That should work. Should give me something. So we'll try it with this side first. Okay. And then having done that, better. Just better, though. How do you color code and add labels to the UV map on the model? So this UV map that we're seeing here is just a texture image. So if I search it here, this is what the image looks like here. And you can generate that so in Blender. So if I remove it, so now there's no texture here, no texture on the model. I can go new, UVs 2. I'm going to make it 2048 by 2048. And then turn off alpha. And then the generated type, there's the UV grid and the color grid. So UV grid is gray. It looks like this. And then the color grid is the other map I was using. This one here. And then the different colors that they're picking up is just a reflection of where they are on the map. I guess I can get rid of these. They didn't do anything. Which means we can unpin this section here. Now we still have a lot more resolution, but still not enough. And I think that's because we pulled it up here. Now we want to pull it down here again, which is what I had before and just got rid of. Okay, again, still better. We still see a lot of distortion here. I think we just do the same thing. We just straighten this one out as well. We just straighten them all out. That's the game plan. That is the game plan. So, boom. Boom. Oh, yes. A little too strong. All right. And for each of these, distribute them. Seems like we want to flatten this one. Weird. I'm feeling that I'm still better off just slicing off the whole hood and redoing it. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. All right. So here, here, here. I'm holding Shift Alt to make those selections, those long selections. Then I actually will cut it down the back, middle. We have two separate sections. Start with one. wrangle that one. And then this right here. Much better. Boom. You look so focused. This always does take my full brain power to really figure out when I'm getting deep into the UV mapping. Three. Boom. 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 Okay. Looks better. Doesn't necessarily mean it is, but it looks nicer. It's like one decision I made right at the beginning that I think I should not have. Any different? Is this going to give me the extra resolution I wanted? It sure looks very similar to what I had a while back. There's no way I can undo all the way back to that. Oh, okay. I came back to look and say, just difficult. Just a difficult problem on how to do this properly. All right. That looks good. So this one's still there. It's still opened up right here. Should not have a opening. There we go. Then what I'll do instead is cut or clear on the top. It gets put here. Hello, Fear MTV. Is the character design a snake? Yes, yes. We've already started the UV map or the painting of the character. Still a lot more to do, but we're just in the process of getting our UV maps to work correctly. Right now they're a little goofy. They're just a little silly Billy. But it's definitely taking my brain power, my full brain power to figure this one out. I'm kind of struggling a little bit to get this UV map working correctly. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a cut here. Then this one here. I'm just recreating the same thing again, but that's okay. I think this is better. I have the top of the head. Okay. Interesting. What's it for? This is going to be a VR chat avatar for a client of mine. So if you're familiar with VR chat, it'll be their kind of personal representation of themselves. Right now we're struggling to get our resolution up to snuff. I could retopologize. Because I know how I'd want this to extrude this differently. Because my mistake was right in here. I mean, it looks good though. You just don't have enough resolution. Maybe instead of doing the cut here like this, we just keep going. And we go up. Actually, yeah. So right here. Wow, that loop goes all the way around the body. Right here, we could cut it. I think I'd prefer actually this one right there. So then it does that, and it connects with that seam. And the seam would be kind of on a side that you can't see. All right, that's better. That is better. Now, and we'll unpin all of this, unwrap it. Okay, much better, much squarer, less stretching. Okay, I think we figured it out. I think we figured out what we want here. Besides to cry. Besides crying. All right. So now, these 2 points would be our guides. Because we're going to take here, this whole freaking edge, do that. I can distribute it, do the exact same on the other side. But first, let's just start with the top portion, so it doesn't fly around. Boom. Boom. So from here to here, and distribute. That closes it up. And then take this edge, or from here, here, and here, and distribute. And here, here, there, and distribute. Okay. Awesome. Ooh, very stretched. That's fine. Does squish it. Because I can squish it. Okay, next, put our cursor here. No, cursor here. Take these segments, flatten them again. Okay, then we put our cursor here. Take these 2 points, bring them up. Take this segment from here to here, pin, distribute, and pin and distribute. All right. Good stuff. Still huge stretching there. Huge stretching. But we can give it more resolution now in a much easier way. Still getting a lot of stretching on the back, which should be okay. Well, fuck, why not just cut this off then? All right. I do think that's actually the solution I'm looking for. The focus. What it's all about. Focus. Focusen. Focusen. He acted like my dad when he was younger. I love it. I'm a focused guy. What can I say? Okay. What is this again? What the fuck is that? I think what we can do now is actually make the resolution on the face smaller. Put it up there. What the heck? You're on Art Station. Oh, yeah. My classic. Been on there for at least 10 years now. Wouldn't say that it's ever gotten me anything. Yeah. Found your portfolio. Oops. It's good. Good for hire, isn't it? Not sure what you mean by that. Man, I feel like I just did all this work to end up with the exact same thing. As in, don't people who want to hire somebody want to see a portfolio? Yes. ArtStation's usually geared a lot more towards like the actual video game industry. So in terms of like getting hired by big companies and stuff, I haven't really had much success on ArtStation. But when it comes to the work I'm doing here, it's helped quite a bit. Okay, I think I see what I can do. It's kind of the same thing I've been doing before, but I think it'll work a little bit better this time. Move this down. Cursor in the middle. So close to something better. So close. Is that thing on the model, the color coding, just a texture? Correct, it is just a texture. Texture only. What if I make a backup copy before I do this? Oh, undoing this takes so long. Come on. Come on. So, save copy. We'll call this body UV redux. There we go. But yeah, basically the UV map is like contained within the 3D model, but it basically describes how should the 3D model pick up the texture. Because you can technically give a 3D model any texture, any image, but if it's not ready to use it, if it's not built for that image, it's not going to do anything. I wish Twitch and YouTube chat was merged somehow. I feel like I missed half the conversation, lol. I do have it on my stream, but Yeah, I definitely wish it was one and the same. At some point, I'll be able to combine them inside of Resonite. All right, that looks a lot better. Looks a lot better. Still a huge pain in the butt to make, though. Holy moly. Huge pain in the butt. Okay. And we still have to reorganize all this stuff. Okay. First the claws. We'll just shrink a little. Right about there. Good. The tongue should stay there. This is the mouth. I don't know. What's it called that? It's that thing. That's that thing. You know, the thing. This can go right here in order to fit. These are the gums. Let me make them a little bit smaller. And the teeth I moved down here, so those are fine. These boxes are the, what are they? They are the spikes on the edge of the head. There, enough space. There ain't enough space. Oh. Wait, these are overlapping. Did I already apply the mirror on the teeth? I did. Ah. Well, that explains why it's weird. Huh. Easy fix. I can just put the cursor right here. I can take this half and flip it. Now we've got the whole thing. Same with the bottom. It is very similar to Tetris. Very similar. Sorting problems. Sorting problems. Definitely someone's sleep paralysis demon, the floating teeth and eyes. Just a little guy. Just a little dude. He's just hanging out. Welcome back, Si. All right, I think that'll work. We really filled up that UV map. And I'm still not done. I still have these boxes. Hello, Sky. Welcome back too. I assume he has the position saved somehow, so it's not a nightmare to put back. Correct. And I do have an animation keeping the positions for most of them. And then I also have set it so that their 0, 0, 1 position, the 0 position is where everything should be. It will go back to the correct spot. I think these need to go on the tail. Yeah. So these go to the tail. And this will be the body. Here. Right. DG, is UV... Oh my eyeball. Is UV in this shape you're doing better for texturing? I prefer it for texturing by making... There's a very fundamental relationship between squares and circles, or curved surfaces, I should say. And you can use that to your advantage. So for example, the leg is a cylinder, as is the arm. The torso is also a cylinder. A lot of things are cylinders. And here is the edge. You can see how they perfectly line up. And this is as exact as it can get to line up. And that only works if you take your cylinder and you unwrap it into a square, because this way, on the horizontal direction, each vertice technically is, these are the same vertices on the edges. We're just looking at one side of the sheet, but these are the same vertice, and they're at the same Y position, vertical position, which makes them flat horizontally. And so you can basically just avoid having any sort of blurriness or warping on your legs and on your arms here. And just generally, I have found that UVs kind of want to be squared off. No. This one's very different from my usual methods of unwrapping. I just thought of a different way to do this top part. Hello, welcome back, Dalton. And the multi-res. The multi-res is very, very useful because this template that I have here is from my base. I have a base character that's just a very, very simple mesh. Very, very simple mesh. Right here, this body template. This isn't quite the same one. I have an Anthro one too. I clicked the wrong one. But it's the same idea. So just a super simple mesh with a multi-res on it. Or it will have one. And I just get to start my characters from the same shape, same texture. It's already rigged, textured, all that jazz. And the multi-res allows you to sculpt and change the low res at the same time. So you kind of get the best of both worlds, where you can put as much detail as you want into the character, and you're still going to have a pretty much already retopologized character at the end. Bro, the thing you have hanging up behind you scared the crap out of me. What, the towel? Looks like a person. Well, I was thinking this too. Oh, sorry. I need to check my phone. I was right. It's right here. No message yet. I'll need to make a call in just a little bit. Actually, I should do it right now. Imagine the doors open. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I use multi-res, because if you can imagine the simplest version of a mesh, then that's all you need to make a very detailed version of that mesh. So like an apple, right? If you can take a cube, you know how to unwrap a cube, but with multi-res you can sculpt it into the shape of an apple. You're good to go. What are you creating today? Right now we're working on our snake guy. So this is him in the paint here, but we need to redo. We're working hard to redo this area because it has really low resolution, which is why it looks so weird on the edge. So we spent spent a better part of an hour and a half trying to get this edge to work right, but I also am not done with it because I think I'm going to try it one more time because I'm a glutton for punishment. A glutton for punishment. You hear me? I should make a backup copy before I do this. This is a VR chat avatar that we're making for a client. Just to give you the full preface. I like this a lot better. Okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Well, much better. That's a relief, honestly. I was getting really stressed out by this, but this is the optimal map. The Optimap. Dentist was actually pretty relaxing. Well, good. They give you some good medicine then. A little bit of nitrous. Boobas on the cranium. Good. Life goals. I too want to genetically modify boobs onto my head. All right, y'all. I think we actually did the best possible unwrap we can for this. That way I can become what I was truly meant to be. A booblehead. A booby head. I meant to say bobblehead. That's what I meant to say. Dang it. I was so close to a good pun. All right, the reason I like this a lot more is now we have a huge space that we can take advantage of. We can use to put stuff in. looks a little uneven. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's the same. Huge. Okay. That's a relief. Or maybe I should have kept these down here and gotten my little boxes back. Get my boxes back. No, this is good. This is good. Okay. All right. Now we can actually export. You seem to be selecting the items with a single click. Is that right? Yes. So when I'm in UV, the top left, just actually for almost all modes, you have different types of selection modes in the top left. So the rightmost is island, then face, edge, vertice. Okay, so before, it's getting tired of pressing L. Hey, no problem. Certainly my pinky can get very tired after a while. Just clicking the same step again and again. Right, now we need to save the version we just made. Or back it up, whatever. Save, backup, all that jazz. Send it to the body collection. This one will be called just body. Hide it. And then we can take this guy, remove mask, and mesh him. All right. All right. Now we'll export once again to here. Set it to subs painter v2. Export. Save. Back to painter. Refresh the mesh. Refresh the mesh. And rebake, because I broke it now. Because now it's broken. Looks like a spine or something right there. Mode, bake. Boop. All right, bake it. So much better. It's hard to tell, but this is much cleaner. Same with the shoulder. And the best part about Substance Painter is it keeps all of our effects. All right, go. Sorry, I'm going back. Oh. I'll be back. All right, we're back. Had a guy, poor guy. It's already like 80, 90 degrees outside and humid. He's a salesman guy, and he was dying, so he had to use the restroom. Oh, okay. Oh, feel free. But I'm back. I just figured he didn't want to be on camera because he had to use that bathroom. And I was like, you know, enter someone's home, be on camera while you're pooping. Oh, funny. Okay. All right, guys, get serious. Get serious. Ah, darn. The corner of the mouth is messed up. Everything else is looking really good, though. A little bit of a... Oh, a little chunkaroonie right there. No, no, leave the door open. I'll stare down Twitch chat. Helps me focus. I know you'll all probably know who Andrew Tate is, but it's a really funny image of him like flexing. And the captain was like, "This is the exact face my 2-year-old makes when he's shitting his pants." Ooh, well, interesting. Well, that's so cool. I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. And then we'll add a anchor point to it because above this, I'd like to make kind of a little outline for it. At least like a minor indentation and then less glossy. We'll call this hood. Outer glow, which is technically a Adobe phrase. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Make it bumpy. Let's not do blur actually. I should have done actually that's not bad. I just want to do another blur on it. The blur on top of the blur. What I've realized with texturing, a lot of it is just a lot of good. Oh, hey. The fan fictioneer guy is following. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for the follow. We're making a snake. But a lot of what makes texturing good. Are you still doing that snake avatar? Oh, yeah. It's going to be like maybe another week worth of work. Steps, tumbles, trips, and fumbles into the chat room from a silver portal. Fanfic's accidental antics end up with him tumbling down some stairs with a donk, florp, thonk, dwang, bonk, splat into the follow button. A donk. A donk, you say? Badonk. Hello, welcome. We're getting some details made on this guy. And welcome. I'm gonna push the balance, maybe the contrast up and the balance down. Turn down the height, I guess. Oh, I see. This height. I want to turn down. I should actually just use another fill for that. Knows your stream over on Kick, then jump up here. Well, thank you. Are you where your game / category is VR chat on Twitch? Yes. Are you also on Twitch? I'm on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Kick. How do you get rid of the aliasing? A blur is usually good, or increasing the resolution. But yes, so fanfiction here. This is going to be a VR chat avatar. That's what we're working on right now. Custom VR chat avatar. Just slowly getting all the pieces in place for it. Pieces in place. But yeah, for the aliasing, you can blur. Most of this is a result of slightly lower resolution in this area. So you notice that there's less aliasing here on the nose and stuff. If we bump it up to 4K, it's gonna look a lot sharper. Boom, crispy, so crispy. I was 100th Street comment. Yes, yes, you are. I like to make my own, but my modeling skills are rubbish. Magic. I go through the full process many times throughout the month. Well, very frequently. So if you're interested in learning, this is the right place to be, because I'm totally open to sharing what I know. Because I don't think there are enough people doing this kind of work. I think we want more. We want more people doing this. I want to upgrade from the PNG tuber from my Twitch profile picture. So in the main scale, this larger scale we have, I'm going to drop another texture, and we're going to call this curvature, or MS curve, because I would like to push out the shadows or the glossiness on the interior section. You see how it gets this highlight in the crevice. I just want the highlight on the top. So we do that. We'll add in a generator, curvature, invert it, or actually just set it to only roughness, 0 roughness, then invert it. Change the balance a little. Bring it back. And then this definitely needs to be blurred or something. Blur. Let's see this in the mask view. I want to create community to hand-drawn too. It was meant to be based for having fully rigged fake 3D style 2D book avatar, but I ended up using my concept as a PNG tuber avatar. I think there's a lot to be said for being able to do something quickly. And PNG tubers do allow you to do that, where you're like, you know what? I just want it to work. So you get something and it works. I think that's a good thing. Uh-oh. There we go. I would rather it be a color much closer to this like cream color we have on the chest. A little bit more yellow, like that. I don't want it to be quite as strong in here. Substance Painter is good once you realize that it basically expects you to only work using masks, fill layers and masks. Like it doesn't say that anywhere, but that's basically how you're supposed to work: fill layers and masks. Found manually painting the texture file itself to help fixing the odd painting stroke that overlapped on areas that shouldn't have that color, even with masking. So one of the things that happens very frequently is if you go to texture set settings, there's something called UV padding. If you switch it to 3D Space Neighbor, then it will pick up the color of the pixels physically near it, which doesn't always feel correct. All right, let's go back to our main scale. Instead of using a blur slope, I'm going to switch this to a bevel with some smoothing. Yes, that looks really nice. And we'll just have to paint out where it develops these cuts. Turn off symmetry for a second. Okay. Excuse the view. Just need to get rid of these edges that have appeared. I never went near that setting during my game design course. Oh yeah, that's much better. Now the highlights are only appearing on the higher portions, the extruding portions, instead of in the crevices, which I did not want. Just makes it feel nicer. It's like a toy right now. Look at that shine! Worm! Worm snake! He's a wormy snake. And let's take the smaller scales. We're going to add an anchor point to them as well. Put a template flat above them. Add a fill. Grab our anchor point there. Then we'll do a filter bevel. Inverse subtract, I think. Yes, there we go. Then we can go grab a color. Get some roughness, turn it down. Get some height, push it in. And then we'll also smooth it. That just gives a nice little edge to these details. What if the commissions are open? And if they are, how much they cost? Well, I appreciate you asking, and let me send you my info. So I have a little website here. Right there. Definitely feel free to check out that link. And if you're interested, there's a whole little commission form, which will gather information, my information I'm looking for from you. But it's not that doesn't start the commission process. It's just to get the discussion and know what you're looking for and that kind of thing. So I've had people think in the past that that was that they were committing, but that's not the case. Just for an inquiry. That's what I should call it. I should actually change the name to be inquiry. 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 But again, appreciate you you asking. Oh yeah, that shine is so much better. What does that link do? I was not really paying attention. It is to my commission info. Rhetorically sarcastic question filled with humor incoming. How much for a PC ready avatar? It's about $1,000 minimum for a PC ready from scratch avatar. But if through me, there are people who might be a better fit for you in terms of cost, but generally that's how much I'm charging. I need to get that scale texture. Lights VRC, hello. Welcome. Wonders how many people forget what rhetorical means in a humorous sense. I think most people know. I would assume most people know what rhetorical means. But you give me an opportunity. Share my stuff. I'm gonna. And I'm gonna. I won't hold back. Where'd my... Okay, this is the small scale outer glow. There. And this is really aliased, so let's see what we can do to fix that. Put a blur. Actually, no. I think the bevel is better. I think the bevel is better. That is much better. I think we could also just add a levels on top of it just to give it a sharper feeling again. We're losing a lot of detail with that. Let's tweak it again. Maybe that's not it. Maybe it's the tolerance. Oh, interesting. Oh, huh. Didn't expect that. That was the bevel. Fair enough. I'm just shocked it costs 800 pounds as right now for such a commission. It's definitely a lot of work. Definitely a lot of work. Bevel wrap. Okay, let's go back to the blur. Take it back. Bevel again. So indecisive. I wonder if I could make it a subtract. Like, yeah, subtract here. And then, okay, reverse subtract. Because this should cut into it. No, not quite what I'm hoping for. That'd be awesome. Bam. Well, same price. As the time to save money, get their monthly free assets from the UE Marketplace. 10 assets at the time, not the 5. It usually is now. Bam. Oh, and then I could do just another blur on top. No. Smooth. This was working a lot better a second ago. What happened? One. Just don't want it to expand that much. Why don't I put the... No. Oh, I see. It's because I had the levels on. That's why it was not. It's like, man, it's just not acting the way it was a second ago. There we go. All right, much better. And just soften up those edges. Yes. Okay, that's what we want. That's what we want. Saved a whopping assets that would usually have been paid, but I got them for free. The most expensive one list was £400 something too. And Real's very good about their deals. I have a lot of their assets as well. But I suppose that's the benefit of being like a multi-billion-dollar company. All right, we're saving now. We're saving now. All right, good stuff. Now, the main scale, we'll use the bevel on. That looks really good. I think I want to push the height down just a little. 0.1. Ooh. 2. Just a wee bit. Okay. Love it. Now, let's take our blur slope. When I bring it back, but put it below our bevel. Maybe above it again. Blur. Still too strong. Yeah, there we go. Just a little bit of crunchiness on the edges. Gives it a lot of character. Need to fix the seam right there. Need to adjust the asset. Looks better above than below. In what sense? Oh, that's a seam. That means this one. Just my hum of thoughts. Well, I appreciate it, but I'm not interested in your critiques. And let's push the outer glow down here. and bring it back in. Yes, just a little chunk right there. Good, very good. Now, I could go back and continue sculpting the avatar in itself. This is a commission. Thank you for the likes, guy. I wonder if that was from the previous ones there. No, no NDA, no NDA. This is a client for a VR chat. A VR chat client. Still think the chunkiness is just the smallest amount too much. So maybe I push it here. Right there. Just a smidge. Little smidgeroony. Yeah, yeah. And then we'll do another one set to linear dodge. That would then we can turn the quality down and the intensity up. Because that will expand it instead of moving. Cool. Its tongue looks like a pipe. Yes. It's going to be on the bottom of the... It's going to go into this little space right here. But right now it is just kind of floating. It's just hanging out. It's just chilling. Yeah. Let's go adjust those UVs right there and rebake it. Good. Good. Yes, he's looking good now. Very good. Awesome. All right, so now for our main body scale, details, those ones we'll leave off for now. Sorry, the shadow is what I'm thinking of. I want to give it roughness and turn down that roughness. Then for the body, we'll turn up the basic roughness, which is kind of a soft sheen to everything. Oh yeah, much better. Especially because it's just slightly metallic. But you know, I'll do with the main scales too. I want to make it metallic. Just slightly. Right there. Gives it a nice intensity. Imagine if you had an alt copy where the tongue was like that and it spewed fire, even acid. I was just watching Hanma has a fireball that they can shoot out of their mouth in one of their avatars. By next $1,000, probably buy a Quest Pro custom avatar out of my price range. I'm definitely in a different category. My hope is to do more products. That's my main goal as time goes on. Excuse me. Is to do more products so I can share my work with more people. But I do love doing commissions as well. They're very fun. I'll have to rebake the clip. So. One I bought was on Gumroad, so it only cost $45. Exactly. That's kind of the range I think I'll be shooting for with a lot of my products as well. So here, I want the shadow to just have a little bit less roughness. I think we'll need a new one, which I'll call Shadow Rough. Shadow Rough. We'll just do roughness here. a curve. And then we'll add a paint. Set to multiply. So I can paint it back in on the face. I gotta run, but I hope you have an absolute blast finishing this commission off. Thank you. Remember to take breaks and hydrate often to keep you getting overwhelmed or stressed out by it. Thanks. Well, enjoy your day, fan fiction guy. Thank you for coming by. Wishing you a great rest of your day. What do commissions generally cost to modify an existing avatar, like add clothes or something? That one can be pretty variable. It just depends on the nature of the changes, because some changes are easy, some changes are not. So it's kind of a vague answer, but I would say generally an edit that I was going to do would cost around like $200. If I was going to do an edit, but that's just because it's kind of taking time away from my other things that I could be doing. Other projects that could be bringing in money. But I think generally, if you're looking to get someone to do those edits for you, it could get anywhere between like $50 to $200. That's kind of a really subtle detail there, but I think it'll be worth it. Let the eyes catch a little bit more light. Cool. Oh, he's already looking awesome. And to clarify, sometimes modifying avatars is much harder than making avatars, at least in my opinion. Especially if it's an avatar you did not make, because you're just basically entering an unknown situation. It could be simple, or it could be anything. could go any direction in terms of difficulty. Other artists might have different strokes, kind of. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Do noise again. I think I'm just going to use cells in the meantime. I should be seeing stuff here. There we go. Yes, yes. All right, this is much closer to what I was imagining. Mr. Hack! Uh-oh. It's just black and blue squares. As a coder, it's sometimes easier to rewrite something to make someone else's code to do what you want. Amen to that. 100%. 100%. Oh, yeah. Now That's getting close to the kind of texture I'm hoping for. I wonder if that's coming up at all. The stream. That looks good. Hello, JW. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, I can also go the other way. I prefer to see it in the highlight. Oh, I read that. That was by accident. Was it? Or was I just... Did you hack me? All right, I think the skin's looking quite good. And I guess this... the height should be getting replaced here. There we go. I don't want the same height texture on the scales. Or the large scale. Nor on these. Which are the smaller scales here. Which don't actually have any height. So that's just natural normal there. They do need more metallic. Nice. Super cool. Very excited by how this is going. All right, let's get a mouth in there. Cool. All right. Still need to fix up the edge there. We'll go ahead and add a fill gradient like so, with no repeating, and I guess we want it to be multiply. Then we're going to put it top and bottom of this guy. Oh, interesting. This curves here. And it curves here too. Need to double check my multi-res. Not expected behavior. All right. Actually, this should be this way. So I'm going to switch it to our other version. Which will allow us to push that back into the mouth. Let's actually say a little bit further back too. Yeah. Nice. Is it going to be a naked snake? We're going to add armor to that. We have 2 outfits we'll be adding to the character. In Blender, I already have... I've got this desert outfit, which is like a toga and robe kind of deal. Right here. And then a casual outfit, or more just normal clothing. He has like saddlebags for his tail too, which is going to be cool. And just smooth the little bumpies right there. But I think I want a different micro pattern texture for the face, or to just up this resolution again, 30. Yeah. No, we'll replace. All right, good stuff. Now, let's open up our reference once again. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, yeah. That's already 4 already? Holy moly. Where does the time go? Ooh. Where's the time go? Looks to me like on the character reference, there's actually like a gradient. The skin is lighter on top, and then it gets more purple the lower it goes. So I think we'll need to do something like that. Give it just a slight tint, slight gradient tint. Which we'll add here. So we'll call it main gradient. And move this back over here. Sample the purple. And then add a fill gradient. And we'll change the gradient to a planar projection, which we can then invert. Shrink. And then we can change the balance. Welcome back, Fibster. Hello. Hard to tell in this view. And I'm going to switch up the environment visuals. Looks better than before. You all right? Well, thanks. And as well, I'm actually missing 2 diamonds right here. Boom, boom. And we do need to go back and add some grooves across the chest. Maybe I should paint those. Don't the ears have crystals on them? They do have these large diamonds here, but those we will be creating through a separate object. So we'll have multiple objects that'll come, multiple chunks of the character that we'll be painting, and those all come together in the end. That's because you can't, if for the resolution you want, so basically this is a material. This whole character is one material, the body material. And basically that creates a set of textures here. And we want the textures to be a certain resolution. And in order to make the resolution match between all the different objects, the more objects we have, the more textures we need. So it's easier to work on materials separately in order to make these texture sets. Yeah. You can do it a few different ways. In some video games, they have something called a UDIM map, which allows you to like string multiple textures together into one object. But with what we have in VR chat, we can't quite do that. Not yet, at least. Not yet. And we'll grab the horn color right there, which I believe probably also is metallic and rough. Glossy. Alrighty. Alrighty then. We also need to get the claws, so this will be the horn. Actually, the claws, the same material? They are. So it'll be horn / claw. And we'll grab these guys too. Beautiful. These are going to come out really well. I am excited. In fact, why don't we start getting some of these pieces into Unity? We only got an hour left. Heads up, that mouth is a shade of blue. As weird as that may seem. No. Totally understandable. I see the light blue here in the reference. I'll make that mouth any color. I'll make it green. Should you desire. A lighter blue. Green. Well, it's not going to pick up as much light because, of course, it's in shadow. So, yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha. And is the tongue pink? The tongue's still pink, though. Yeah. 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 And actually, for the mouth, we'll drop in another flat. We'll call this mouth curve. Add another generator, curvature, and this should give us some details in the mouth that I can give a dark blue color. And we can adjust our... Oh, darn, that's unfortunate. All right, ambient occlusion then. I was really hoping to be able to extract the crevices. I could get that from the displacement map we could bake in Blender. That's actually a good thing to do right now. Why don't we do that? Light pink / purple mix. Okay, good. Do you make avatar maps and avatar randomly wherever you want? And are you talking about like a world? I don't make too many worlds. But I should. I really should be making some worlds because I need to get my name out there, you know? And I'm certainly not doing that by not doing worlds. Sam always make odd stuff. It's unreal. I'm gonna need to get going, but have a good end of day. Same to you, Sky. Enjoy your day. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully we'll catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye, Sky. Well, this is a nice part about having a symmetrical UV map. Nice. That made that easy. Little bit of shadow on the eye. And then definitely no roughness. And onto the bevel again. So it does make much smoother results. Nice. All right, bevel is going to be my main smoothing method now. We also need a shadow on the back of the throat. So we'll take our gradient shadow template I've made, drop it right there, turn on this one. No, this one, because it's 3D. We're going to shrink it down, move it around. And I really should have put this into the mouth. Actually, so we'll duplicate this, delete it on this one, and take this and put it into the mouth template. Now it's just in there. I'm going now. Hope that avatar turns out good. Thank you, Mr. Hack. Enjoy your day. Thank you for hanging out. And I'll be here all week. So I'm almost always streaming during the week. So definitely feel free to come on by again. But enjoy your day. Bye-bye. Yeah, you gotta catch a stream. Hello, Kaible. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I feel like I shouldn't see the throat cavity there. Thought that bye-bye was you ending stream, lol. Thankfully, no. I'll still be streaming for a while. That was someone else heading out. The timing would have been funny, though. I'm sorry to yawn. All right, let's get some more shadows on the teeth here. I'm gonna take this box, move it up to the gums. Squish it way down. Here. Mind if I get some ideas from that humongous brain of yours? Go right ahead. It's not, well, we'll see. Let's see. See how my ideas go. Also, I got some chicken wraps. Nice. I made a bunch of soup yesterday, so that's what I've been eating. Bunch of soup. Soupa. Push the balance in just a little. This will be T upper and T. Actually, no, doesn't matter, but I'll make this one the lower one. Bam. To get an idea, mind if you watch someone's video to get a better idea of what I'm about to explain. As long as it's short, I wouldn't mind watching. Or at least just checking it out real quick. And the eyeshadow. Add paint. And one should be included. Isn't that painting? Oh, these are not UV mapped. Darn. Eyelashes are not in my UV map. It's long, but he'll be able to explain it like first 45 seconds. Boofser Imposter Friday #1. Boofsers. Thundering. Well, I'm glad you're done with work, Ray. Imposter Fridays. I'm assuming that would be who's the imposter?
Welcome to the very first Imposter Friday. Let me quickly explain how this works. There are 6 people who collectively have to complete a task assigned to them. Amongst us is an imposter whose job is to sabotage everyone and prevent the task from being completed. The imposter has 4 special abilities, and if he succeeds in his mission, he'll be awarded a custom weapon for all upcoming Imposter Fridays. Oh, and if you don't want to miss out on those, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. Now let's see who's the imposter. Here we go! Alright. Who's the imposter?
Breed a panda, a mushroom, and a goat. What is his task?
That's easy though. That's easy.
Okay. So it's like a little battle royale type deal, like Among Us, but Minecraft, and I kind of see where that's going. There's also another pattern on the feet. Slightly different. Is it the same thing though? Do you have a question on how to like make items or something like that for like the custom items? What? But I'm creating sort of similar thing for some YouTubers. Okay. The main scale. We're gonna add a fill. It's already on. No repeat. Planer. Oh, UV mapping on the feet might need some touch up. Oh, right. It's because, okay, let's put it above the blur slope. It's not the blur. Okay. That's better. Yeah, much nicer. I was like, why is it so chunky? I made it chunky. Was I? But I have some ideas. I need some ideas on what abilities or powers for each role. I'll list the ones I currently soon. Well, let me pull up my sheet. Gotcha. So he's looking for some ability ideas. I like that. We do another curvature template for the claw. Make it black to start. Invert it. Oh, so hard to navigate in here sometimes. Oof, that's rough. Oh, that's not that bad actually, right there. And then we can turn it off, take color here, turn it back on, and then just darken it a little. Get some other detail. There are 3 players, 1 instant, crewmate, killer, imposter, and 3 others. Do you mean like others, like other killers? Three is a separate category. Gotcha. Oh, I hate zooming on substance. Just let me pan. We have a camera fly around. I need to make this dark so I can see what's going on. Cool. I want it the other way. And then fill your chat restart. No, you're fine. It's anything like Substance Painter that is free. Quixel Painter, Quixel, Quixel, is like the Unreal Engine alternative. Oh, sorry, it's called Quixel Mixer. Quixel Mixer. Chameleon, ability to turn completely invisible. Cooldown tracker, able to locate players. Hitman gets an item of benefit if the Hitman's target dies, regardless of whom. These are the innocents. Ugh. And Blender. Yeah, Blender also works, but Quixel Mixer is pretty much your only thing. I think you can do similar stuff in that's not free, so never mind. First name, change gamer tag, skin, play with another player. Assassinate able to one tap innocent 2 times. Teleport randomly away from innocence when escape. Big things like player abilities, effects, making sounds. Manipulate things given items to other players. Killers. Killer. think that's nice. Cool. So the categories is all I got. Gesture, wins it voted out. Bodyguard has permanent strike, has protected to prevent players. To make money, I could justify Substance Painter. One day. Hope I'm not distracting. Oh, you're fine. I may not be able to give it quite my full attention, but just kind of thinking it over. I would say that this should not. Oh, I see, because it's below the purple. Purple should be above it. Yes. Nice dental work. Thank you. Let me see. I think for some abilities, 8 total players, and not all the roles will be active at once. I think, generally, I would just look at like mods or something to see if someone has made something similar. We're going to do world normal gradient. This. Nothing is like quickly coming to mind. I would say having items that anyone can use is always interesting, or like environmental things, like, especially if it's Minecraft or something. Preventing people from using certain tools would be kind of interesting, and then anyone could use it, and that kind of develops like a little less serious, but in the sense where it's not like game-winning decisions, but could make some interest. Like, hey, we're gonna vote. We don't trust this guy, so we'll vote, and he can only use these tools, or I don't know, something like that. Or throw people in jail for a little bit, stuff like that. I do like things where people kind of have to decide. Like anyone could decide to use it, but maybe that's not the right way to put it. Decide. Yeah, I guess that's not a bad description, but interesting. That really makes them look so much more 3D. Goal or the task would be for the innocents. Maybe to build something, build a certain structure. What happens if I put this above everything? Come on. Up. I like that, actually. I think that looks really good. Just a little bit of a gradient on everything. Boom. Boom. And we'll add a levels on top. I think that looks really good. Fuck yeah. It gives his butt a little shadow. Funny. Yeah, right there. Sorry, I'm totally spacing out. A gun. I don't play a lot of imposter games, so it's hard for me to think of exactly what would be like a perfect fit. Um, I could think of a bunch of like weapon abilities, but I don't think that's quite what you're looking for. Um, faking your death would be interesting. Someone could fake their death. Boom, boom. Make that mid shadow pretty easily. And not what I want, but it's really fun to be able to do that. Actually looks really good though. Also, these wraps are pretty good. Well, thank you. Move video have to kill a mob or retain items since there will be multiple times. We'll be recording just on one playthrough. I think maybe a longer term goal. Deaths will not be announced, and the bodies can only be found by the abilities. Also, these wraps are pretty good. Thanks. Huh. Let it fill on top. Set this to multiply. So I can, or actually, sorry, not multiply, subtract. Nope, not that either. Linear dodge. There we go. That way I can push it out a little, lower that influence. So I want it right there-ish. A little bit softer than this. What about detective games? You played those? I suppose so. Played a lot of like Mafia, Werewolf, that kind of thing. There we go. One. Inverted it. No. Invert. We're pushing it this way. Where did I? Huh. Linear dodge. Super interesting. I like the world space normals. They give you a lot of control. So you can just make like a... I feel like that helps a ton. And then maybe I'll do on top of this a filter 3D blur. If it loads. It does help. All right, and then one last one. I shouldn't have duplicated it. I'll just add it up top. Filter. No. Generator. World space. Invert. And turn down. Or balance. Dang, I think that looks really good. That's without any lighting. That's just how it looks without any lighting. Awesome. Wow. Okay, sorry. I'm totally getting distracted. I'm so sorry. Cable. Caible. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm not going to be the best person to ask for this. I think you'll want to like look at imposter mods would probably be a great resource. Look at the mods and see what people have done. Yeah, I'm just a little distracted right now. It's almost my end of day. Brain shutting down. Brain turn off forever. All right, actually, we're gonna do one more thing before the end of the day. We're gonna get this boy into a project and start looking at his, seeing what it'll look like in Unity. Because I'm very interested in seeing how this is all coming together already. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to run to the restroom while Unity is loading. BRB. I'm back. Unity still hasn't even opened, so good timing. All right. All right, all right. Yeah, I think I'll need another micro texture for other parts of the character. All right, let's pop open a new template. How did it end up in here? Okay. Create folder. Silent. Come on. Come on. Okay, all right. Oh Lord, it just takes so long to load. Please. I just want to do things. Okay. We're going to take our low poly Avi. And as it loads, come on, load. I'm so tired of waiting for things to load. Please. I only have so much time in the day. Let me at least not be stuck waiting on things for loading. You. And then we'll open up a material called Select Body, which will drop onto our model, which is read write, legacy blend shapes, humanoid rig, no animation, materials, bam, apply, then go here, file, export textures, body, select, Koyomi V8, and 4K. Right. Okay, so now we go to the Koyomi texture. Right, I had extracted it from the project, so I need to actually add it back. I'm tired today. Very tired. Didn't expect to be so sleepy. Oh, cool. There's a lot of people looking at Resonite right now. Like Fia from Thrill Seekers stuff just posted about working in Resonite. Oh, God. So much loading. There we go. That only took 1,000,000 years. Okay. Interesting. Shading. again. Good. I'm going to change the light data AO map. I'm going to set to 0.5. Should just be a little bit lighter in Unity so we don't get solid black shadows. A little bit of color. Okay. Then we'll do some fun stuff. Start with the rim lighting. Excuse me. Which we'll set to multiply. And then mix base color. Turn down the blend alpha a little. A little bit of rim lighting goes a long way. Very long way. I just want this to be white. Funny. Hard to notice it while you're working on it, but when you turn it off, it makes such a clear difference. All right, then we go the other way. Turn on this rim lighting, invert it, set it to mix base color as well. And let's adjust this power. Blend mode. I could probably just use a matte cap for these now that I'm thinking about it. No emission. Perhaps a little too glossy with that highlight. Let's actually drop in the ambient occlusion to mask things out. Very subtle. Cool. Okay, looking pretty good in Unity already. And then I think that's all for our basic maps. I don't think we'll use an outline. Not sure if character does or not. But we also can do something really fun, which is add a user channel. And on our base layer, enable that, set it to black. And then for our smaller scales and our the details, good details. We'll add them back, so now we have this mask. Looks cool. Save it. Come on, and export. Shouldn't be any difference here. Oh, we do need to make sure that on our reflection inspector the metallic is on. Yeah, much better. Then matcap with our mask. Then we'll use it takes so long. Gradient, which we can tile the X. Now we got iridescence. It's way too strong right now, but it does look cool. Place? No. But add multiply. So cool. Good. I thought you might like that. And a bit more. Now we'll have, I'd like it to still tile a bit more, so be more banding. Banding. Might need to compress this a little bit more. We're gonna take this one, and that way it'll blend evenly on both sides. Green. And then in between each color, is that the limit? Can I not? I would like to add another, please. Must be a limit. Anyway, so for this one, this is the alpha. We'll turn that down. And so in between each color, we'll get the chance to see what's underneath it. I guess that is as much as I can add. Funny. All right, but now we've got a nice rainbow iridescence. We can always change it later, but which is what we got for now. And on the reflection tint, I'm going to give it a slight yellow. Maybe blue. Specular. I think we'll make these flush, completely flat against the surface. We're also going to compress them high quality. Ooh, so much better. So much better. Always compress your textures, folks. Always. Always. Okay. All right, a lot more to add over the next few days. I think we can get 90% of the painting done tomorrow because we need to get the clothing done. But that's relatively simple. It's just the kind of toga. While we're waiting, though, and we can get one more in, get one more object in. Which is the eyeball. And then I'll use my bases. And do file, save as, auto I, Baker, set. All right. Then for the iris, let me open up my reference one more time. Wrong spot. I'm tired. Kind of spacing out right now. Trying not to, but it's a challenge. It is a challenge. Brain small. Brain sleepy. Hello, Decalde. Welcome. Reos amigo, no sé inglés. From Colombia. Estoy rodeado de ingleses. I'm assuming that means listening, practicing. I would not know, though. But hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're making an eyeball. I swear I'm not picking that color. Yeah, right? Pick. There. Doesn't want to get that color. Then let's take this, do a horizontal split right here, set this to 3D viewport, go over here, take our image, drag that in. That should have worked. Usually that works. Bring in an image reference. This one, please. Thank you. Then I can go back here. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Just going to make them all the same color to start with. Cool. Chévere equals cool. Well, thank you. Gracias. Cool. Pupil. Oh, what's that? I have to click the slot. Not anything else. Looks like it did not change the color. And then back to slot 1. Let's look at the iris. Scale. I like it to be pupillary. Pupillary. Yeah. There's like a slight haze around this. If I could find a way to get rid of that, that would be really nice. I'm not enjoying that. Looking for the Spanish English translator. Let me know when you find them. I feel like I should be able to adjust that. Why can't I? Am I missing anything? Iris. Bigger, smaller, that's fine. Pupil. All right, I think that'll work for now. And we'll save that in Unity. This will be silent. Snake eyes. Snake eyes. And we'll add this to the FBX file. And it will also be a Poyomi tune. Whoa. Might be a little small. Might be a little small on those eyeballs. I'm getting the feeling. Just a little bit of a feeling there. Flexion specular. And we will want some room lighting, which I will actually copy from the body. Copy. Copy. No lo quiero ver por la noche. Do you not want to go to bed? All right, let's go back to our eyeball. We're going to do this. I guess I could just zoom in the camera. What's orthographic? So, 0. We'll try that. Much better. What eyes? I don't want to see that at night. Yes, I'm fluent. All language Googles can't detect language. Yeah, the little tiny, the smaller you make eyes, the weirder they get. They get kind of scary. This is probably too much. I don't know, that feels pretty good. I feel like that's pretty close. Teeth are a little off. All right, I think we'll slap together some screenshots and call it a day. Stan transduciendo lo que digo. You are translating. How many years did it take you to learn that? Probably like 5 full years, including starting to make money while learning it. But I think you can learn everything that I've learned just through YouTube and stuff. Maybe. I mean, depends on your schedule and stuff, but it's possible. Definitely need to clean up the edge of this here. I do not like how frothy it is. It looks like it's spilling. I don't know. It's not as clean as this. Don't want that. I don't want that. Just realized that I can't understand it in English. All right, y'all. It is time. I'm quite tired. Oh, eyeball. But it is time for me to get some rest. For anyone that is new here, Decalde, I am ending the stream. I am usually here every weekday, so if you would like to tune in again, I'll be back tomorrow for a whole bunch more. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I hope everyone's having an amazing Wednesday. We're kicking butt. I think we'll be in a very good position by Friday. Almost done by Friday, I think. Very, very close to done by Friday. But most likely Monday or Tuesday we'll be wrapping up. All right, have a good one. Carrot coming along nicely. Thank you, Snardo. Thank you. Extra shiny now. It's important. Got to get that shine. No, and sorry. Adios, Decalde. See ya. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, JW. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. And everyone that's lurking out there. Again, much love to all of you. Hope you're all having an amazing day. Hope to see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye. Adios.